I mean raspberries.
Let's roll.
We have like the 20 grams of protein yogurt. This stuff is crazy.
I don't eat that.
Many hours later.
Judge. Defendant.
Did you get your cards?
Prosecutor.
Get your evidence card.
Your cards, bro.
You got your
What you gonna prosecute us against, bro?
You can lose.
Take this, bro. So you two are here under the pretenses of selling and supplying alcohol to minors. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Actually, who are y'all?
Oh, yeah,
What are
you're
y'all's
fucked.
names?
Oh, no, after you.
After you.
No, I insist.
Well, I go
Please.
by Dr. Seuss. 1 hat, 2 hat. And you sell alcohol to minors? And you sell that? 1 fish, 2 fish. What is your name, sir? What is your name, sir?
They call me Thing One.
Thing one.
I also got a twin, you know, my twin.
Is that thing 2? Is that thing 2?
Yeah.
One can guess. Bro.
Not bad. Okay. Prosecutor, can you say your name?
I'm thing 2.
So, why don't we present some of the evidence, please?
Yeah. Let's do that.
A cape.
What the fuck? So you're telling me that you want to go around dressed up, not to do vigilante shit, but that cool to kids? Why would you want them to get all buzzed up on alcohol anyway?
See, Judge, as the famed Dr. Seuss, we do a lot of story time sessions with kids. It ranges from elementary school, preschool, to high school and above. And so, we like to get all dressed up, thing one over here is like, he'll wear the cape sometimes and stuff from the stories,
It cures my depression.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with selling alcohol to them?
Ask the prosecutor.
Exactly.
We're just wearing capes.
We're just
got
doing
capes.
our job.
I don't know where the capes
No,
are.
I do not want to hear about you going to schools. I want to know why you're wearing a cape to the drugstore or to the gas station and you're buying alcohol from minors.
We were never at the gas station or drugstore.
Prosecutor, could you confirm this?
In order to buy the alcohol, he has to be at the store. Who's his market? Kids. Who do he sell the alcohol to? Kids. He did the crime, but he won't do the time.
Okay,
Both of these sickos have been hating me for being number 2 my entire life. I've been treated like scum.
See, I think this is more of a personal vendetta.
There's nothing personal
We were never,
going on
there's
here.
no evidence of us ever at
I know they're bad. I know they're evil. And I know they'll do something like this.
Judge, he's guilty. Take him away.
Let's see the next.
I've
Let's see the
been
next.
there.
Let's see the next
I've done
evidence.
that. Alright, go on, bro. Cleaver?
Explain this. Like, for what purpose? Why do you have that?
Why did y'all have a cleaver?
Why did you have a cleaver on
When
you?
y'all do stuff for kids?
See, Judge,
I get hungry.
sometimes he gets hungry.
I don't think I've ever once touched a cleaver in my life.
Sometimes thing one gets hungry.
Yeah.
But we do like we're not just set to
No, wait. Hungry for what?
Exactly.
just food in general.
Why do you need a cleaver for food?
We didn't have the cleaver. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Large
We
amounts
don't
of
just
meat.
do things at schools. We do things at restaurants. We do things meeting on.
We do catering orders.
Cruise ships, yeah, catering or people with catering
Okay,
orders.
but this is saying that the cleaver is found at the scene of the crime.
Because we were at a restaurant at the
Dr.
time
Seuss.
of our.
And thing 1 aren't doing shit with cleavers.
Have you ever seen like a cruise ship? Carnival Cruises. They have
We
Dr.
actually-
Seuss inspired things, and they do a whole restaurant routine.
Okay.
We actually had a magic show as well.
Exactly.
It was a magic show that explains the cape, and it was at a restaurant. We had the cleaver to like cut up the brisket that we were
Yeah,
once.
you just said you didn't have a cleaver.
We weren't cutting up the brisket.
See? The story never
Thing one
lines
here is
up.
talking about the chefs, the catering company.
Yes.
Okay,
The story never lines up.
No.
Thing one, we gotta get
I knew you never would. I knew you never would.
Let's see the next. Let's see the next piece of evidence.
So why were there LSD tabs at the
Because
scene of the crime?
they're clearly trying to get minors. Once they have them, nice and drunk,
They give them LSD.
Steve, they can alter their state of being, mind, and anything else.
Make them not
You
feel
put the
pain,
L's- you put
so
the
then they
L's-
can cleave them.
One fish,
That's
two
me.
fish, red fish, blue fish.
What do you all have to say? Though?
Personally, I feel like the job is boring sometimes.
Oh.
I just gotta take some, bro. That's just my opinion. You know? It gets tough around here.
Would that ever lead y'all to cleave anything?
What they say about artists. You know, sometimes a lot of artists, if you didn't know this, Judge, they take extra. You know, like they'll use drugs to get in a state of mind in order to really. In a way that like produce really stories in a way that like really in another mind and a normal mindset.
LSD's been shown to alter the state of
So-
people's minds to control them.
So yes,
it's released in CIA
Judge.
documents.
Yes, Judge.
They are doing
We
things.
did have LSD
This is the tip of the iceberg.
We did have
is
LSD
what it
on
is.
Oh, it's because it's
Cleaver?
Wait a minute. I want to hear more about
We
this.
are
Alcohol.
Judge.
Okay.
Alcohol accelerates the effects of LSD.
Let's let the defendant finish real quick.
As you already heard, he is jealous of us, so he's doing anything he can
I know
to
they're evil.
to ruin our career. Yes, we did have LSD on us at the time of the crime
And the
scene.
cleaver?
We did not have the cleaver. We told you.
I don't think
No,
one
no.
said he had a cleaver.
Okay. I brought the cleaver. I didn't have it.
And you said the catering company
No,
had
no,
the
no,
cleaver.
They used the cleaver.
They
to
used
cut
the
up
cleaver.
So you
borrowed it
gave them-
I borrowed it because I got hungry, so I could chop up brisket for myself. Then I let go of
Story
it.
ain't straight.
Exactly.
How is the story not straight, bro? I'm literally explaining to you.
He tried to get us.
Y'all
with
ain't
a
on the
case,
same
Judge.
page.
We can't just dress.
You guys had time to talk this over with the lawyer.
Let me see the next piece of
I
evidence.
got a lawyer.
Let me see the next piece of evidence.
Yeah, for real, bro.
This one's gonna surprise you. This one's really gonna be the one where you're like, yeah,
It's like beer.
these niggas are evil.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
Like hand, dude.
An ancient spell book.
Oh no!
They know they're arcane. They are mind controlling these people.
So you're telling me they're using the ancient spellbook to make LSD tabs to give to these kids?
Mystic LSD.
Judge, if I may,
They're
it sounds like you're
drugging
making up
these
this
kids.
case, not letting the prosecutor tell you what's happening.
My bad.
They're using spells to enhance the effects of the LSD, and once they do, they drop it in the alcohol that they pay for and gave to the minors. What do you think they're doing with the cleaver? What was that brisket really made of?
What was that brisket made of?
Now, if you please let
Did
me
you see
explain,
him?
Judge.
He's not a real
Your
boy.
Honor. Your Honor.
That's a thing.
That
He
is
doesn't
a
have a
thing.
face.
That is
He
a-
doesn't have a name.
Your
That is a
Honor.
thing.
He doesn't have a personality. That is a thing. They call him thing
Judge, if you-
one, right?
Wait.
Shut up, thing two. And how do I know? And how do I know? 'Cause they call me thing two.
Thing two.
One says locked away.
It kind of seems like you've broken out of the system. Would you say these guys are like?
They are not reformed.
Are they part of the government?
They are evil.
Are they part of the
They're from a different dimension.
Oh.
You think they write
If
children's
you
books?
may-
No.
if you may-
Those are ancient spell books
may-
in disguise.
Let me break it down
Everyone
for
in
you.
the world knows who these guys are.
Let me break it down
Why?
for you, Judge.
Why is that a thing?
Why is that a
Judge,
thing?
let me.